Motorists living in the eastern districts struggle to maneuver their way through traffic jams and long morning and evening drives. But as you'll hear in this Friday Focus segment, the minister responsible along with government are working to find the best solutions in the short, medium and long term.
Motorists would have known over the last couple of weeks an improvement in the flow of traffic from the eastern districts in the morning in particular. So this is as a result of some police operations in conjunction with the National Roads Authority at several of the roundabouts and at several of the other pinch points where traditionally people were taking diversions through residential neighborhoods. These operations have allowed the traffic to flow a bit smoother, a bit more evenly, going with the flow of traffic in from east to west into Georgetown. We found that we've reduced times in the prospect area significantly, and for those coming out further out of the eastern districts, Boddentown and North Side, we have gotten reports of reductions in travel time by as much as an hour. These are short-term solutions. They are not sustainable. Whilst we are very appreciative of the efforts by the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service and their professionalism throughout these last couple of weeks, we know that it is not sustainable. And so we are moving quickly to implement further roadworks to enhance the morning commute in the short term. Those roadworks include the repaving and restriping of Poindexter Road in the Prospect area. We are moving to 3 lanes throughout that corridor with 2 lanes heading west. This will allow the ability for commuters traveling out of the Prospect, Mahogany Drive, Marina Drive area to merge in to the inside lane, while the through traffic down to the Mary Miller Hall, to the Savannah Primary, will continue on the left outer lane straight. So this will allow for an easy merge of the traffic out of those residential areas in Prospect. We will increase the lane size in the Prospect roundabout to 3 lanes, with 1 dedicated lane for those coming out of the Prospect area into that roundabout and going into town. And doing that, people will see the roadworks currently happening as we start the expansion of the road network from the Prospect roundabout to the Hurley's roundabout to 3 lanes in either direction. But we're moving forward immediately with a portion of the roadworks between the Marina, the Prospect Drive roundabout and Hurley's into 3 lanes so that we can allow a better flow of traffic, with the outer 2 lanes being for those dedicated to those coming from the east, and the inner lane would be for the local traffic out of Prospect. In the medium term, we're continuing to expand the EastWest Arterial Highway, increasing the lanes to 4 lanes from 2 lanes. And the first phase of that would be from the Chrissy Tomlinson roundabout to the Poindexter roundabout. And then from there, we will take it up to what I consider the Spots Newlands roundabout. So that would be 2 lanes either direction, east and west, as well as improving the connection into the Chrissy Tomlinson roundabout. We will then move on to the more long-term solutions, and those are the completion of the Linford Pearson Highway, and then ultimately the extension of the EastWest Arterial Highway from Newlands all the way up to Lookout Gardens in Boddentown. And we are addressing the evening traffic as well. We will do this through adjustment of traffic light signals and perhaps working along with the RCIPS for the evening traffic heading east as well. The expansion of the Linford Pearson Highway, the 3 lanes from the King's roundabout up to the Chrissy Tomlinson roundabout should help with the evening traffic, and we anticipate that work to continue through the Christmas and into the New Year. As I said earlier, motorists will see that we've already started the 3rd lane heading west from the Prospect roundabout towards the King's roundabout. The EastWest Arterial Highway construction will start immediately upon approval from the National Conservation Council. We anticipate having that approval any day. We're hopeful to have that approval any day. And as soon as we do have the green light from the National Conservation Council, we will begin construction on the EastWest Arterial Highway. Of course, these roadworks that we've just discussed, again, will take us into the next several years. But we do have to approach this matter of traffic from a holistic perspective. We cannot continue to increase cars on the road. We cannot continue to build roads. We are going to run out of space to build roads eventually. And so we have to address this as a nation from a very holistic manner. We have to address the issue of public transport. This ministry, my Ministry of Commerce, Planning and Infrastructure, intend to commission a mass public transport survey, and we hope from that we will be able to comprise a proper public transport plan and then implementation of that said plan. We also have to consider things such as carpooling, staggered hours for employment, and continue to encourage businesses or look for ways to stimulate business in the eastern districts, that those living in the eastern districts can find employment there and not have to all commute into town. We are looking at several government agencies with an idea of moving those out of central Georgetown into the outer districts as well. And then, of course, we want to promote and incentivize persons to participate in things such as carpooling and wherever possible, commuting around town, whether by foot traffic or by site bicycles. As part of the Georgetown Revitalization Plan, we are looking at a hop-on, hop-off bus service around central Georgetown in anticipation that persons will feel comfortable carpooling, even if it's just husband and wife, carpooling into town with the knowledge that once you're in town, you can make your way around town comfortably to get to lunch or to carry out your daily business, and then you carpool back home. So we are addressing this in a very holistic manner, and as I said, it's going to take a change of attitude from the entire country, but we will certainly be leading the way.